I have this question.
Straws is more important.
I have this question a lot. Do you think that if there was a news channel that only put out uplifting and positive stories, if it would
Tank's
be
good
good?
news. It's good. I think it'd be good. I think usually people got a little bit of their own agendas going, but
What do you mean?
I think like people tend to put their political, spiritual, cultural agendas going in those.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
Like
as a
dog saves a
corporation,
dog
as a
saves a little
fucking
kid.
channel, if Channel 5 was ABC and you go on to and there was 35 people killed today, and then it's like, is your son being poisoned at school? And then you go one channel up, one channel up to
Yeah.
Channel 7, and it's fucking
Great
Good Life
news.
America or some shit like that. And
Oh,
it
that'd
goes
be
in,
nice.
and you go on, and it's like, it's a beautiful day today, and you know,
Yeah, that would be nice.
so and so did something for the environment, and it's all this good shit. Do you think people actually would watch it? Or you think people would go on it and be like, "This is fucking boring. I hate this good shit. Give me
I
the
think a lot of
killing. Give me
both.
the."
I think a lot of both. I think some people would, those with, because it takes a little more concentration. Like kind of like your thing up on the wall the other day. It takes a little more willpower to get engaged and to connect with positive things. It takes a little
Yeah.
more like you got because it. I don't know if things are more boring when they're positive, but it's easy to just fall into the darkness and get angry. Like
Oh
people
yeah.
love to just
The negative is more attractive.
watch Trump and just get angry.
Oh
And,
yeah.
get all
It's
riled up.
yeah.
But
It pulls
people
you in
love
way more.
watching like just negative stuff because you can easily just get sucked right in. It's crazy because that goes along with like important versus urgent things. I think because you could be having such an important conversation or be reading such an important book or reading or doing something so important, and then someone could be like, oh, look at like this stupid little text message I got or post, and then all of a sudden all your attention goes straight to it. Everyone, it's like,
I used to actually try and do lucid dreaming like hardcore. Like I used to actually like do a dream journal, do like take supplements that I could dream, get in, remember what I was thinking about what I was dreaming the night before,
could
go to
you do
sleep.
it? I don't think I've ever done it.
Couldn't do it great.
But I like what they compare it to, like life. We're all just dreaming.
Yeah.
We're not conscious. But if you lucid dream in life or become conscious of your life, and it's actually harder to do than you think, but it's not. You just look, really be aware
Yeah.
of what you're actually doing. Then all of a sudden you step back and you're like, oh, why am I still hung up on this and just following this or doing this? And then all of a sudden you can lucid dream and take control of your life.
Totally.
Great analogy.
Oh, it's a great analogy.
Love
It is
that
all a
Michael
dream.
Singer.
Love Michael
Hottest
Singer.
dude on earth right now.
Everything
So
is
fire.
what you're choosing to see. It's a perspective, you know? Like think about it, I mean if I'm not feeling great, I'm like, well fuck, like if this is a dream, then like what does it mean? But it could also be super beautiful because it could be like, okay, so if this is a dream and it's not whatever real, and it's like there is, and it's like, you know, I am in this body and I am here, I get to be part of it, I get to still do the same stuff I'm doing, I get to like enjoy it, and it almost makes you like not take it for granted that you have these like moments and that you have like another day, you know? It's, oh, I'm
True
here,
that.
this is cool. It's like the same chapter of that chapter of death where it's like, you know, everybody's so scared of it and everybody like won't talk about it like it's some terrible thing, but it gives your life meaning because every single day you're like that's the question that I asked you before.
The
If
Fed
you
can
knew you
keep
would be
printing
immortal,
money.
if you knew you could be immortal, would you take it? And it's like, dude, if you knew you were never gonna like could never ever die, you would fucking be miserable because you'd be like, dude, I'm in this forever. Like,
Yeah. Look at
death
Edward in
gives,
Twilight. He wishes he could be mortal. He's like,
yeah.
I'm a monster. It's because he's sucking blood and stuff. But
Knowing that
also
it's a
because-
privilege and a gift that you are alive and breathing and healthy and get to like do things with your life, dude, that's a fucking gift.
It's beautiful.
Knowing that is like the most powerful thing ever. Fuck it. If this was the last day of this, would be fucking exactly where I want to be. This is what I want to be doing. This is be who I want to be doing it with. This is it.
Bro, true
That's
that.
it. You know what I mean?
True that.
Death gives your life meaning.
It totally does. That reminds me of the Steve Jobs quote. I think I've shared it. I don't know the quote, but he says something along the lines of, if you wake up and go to sleep too many days in a row where you're like, that's not what I want to be doing. If this was my last day on earth, you got to change it.
Yeah.
And he's like, you figure that out. I don't know if that's 2 weeks, 2 years, or what, because some things you kind of got to plan to like really crush it and then you
Right.
get into your thing. But he basically is saying, do what you would do if today was the last day you're going to live, because you don't know if
You
it
don't
is the
fucking
last day you're going to
know.
live. And so sometimes I try and check myself at night on the day and then try and improve the next day. I check myself at night. I say, okay, if I were to die tonight, would I be satisfied? Have I been living it, this last week or month or even year? But usually I just do it by day. And then hopefully I'm saying, yes, I've lived it. And some nights I'm like, you didn't really go for it. You didn't really stay open. You didn't really, give those higher elevated thoughts or impressions the time, and you kind of just succumb to the comfort zone, or you were lazy, or you were this. And then I'm like, okay, tomorrow I'll try and better. And then hopefully that next day, some days I'm like, wow, if I died tonight, I'd be happy. I'd be satisfied. I'd be
Totally.
like, you crushed it. You're happy. You're where
Yep.
you're at. You're doing what you wanted to do. You're not waiting for some miraculous, perfect moment opportunity to be doing what you want to do where, I don't know, you could create that out of anything, even this podcast. Let's wait until, we have Joe Rogan's approval or something,
Yeah.
not that, but something stupid.
Yep.
But instead, we're living it right now. It's doing what we want to do right now.
Fuck yeah. And that's the way it's got to be.
My dog.
Seriously, though.
Yeah.
And when you were talking about that before, I think that I said, like, it's not about, like, going out and doing it. It's more about, like, the way you view it. But I think it's a mixture of both. I think it's a mixture of viewing your life exactly where you are as something that you're proud of and enjoying and stuff. And also, on the other end of it, it is, like, going out and doing what you would want to do. Like, to create something for yourself. Curious.